What up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Brian from the Six. We in the building. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody. Early morning. It's Friday. As you guys know, we talking some boxing this morning, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about the fights this weekend. We got a lot of news in boxing. Shout out to Zuffa making some moves, man. They had a big press tour for my guy Brian Rozicki as he gets ready to fight Chris Billum Smith. And it's just been a good week of news and notes in the sense of something to talk about, man. And obviously we got the big heavyweight clash this weekend. Fabio Wardley, Daniel Dubois. Somebody getting knocked out, man. These are two guys who are extremely dangerous knockout punchers. I don't know about y'all, man. I don't expect nothing but somebody getting stopped. Yo. That's what I expect from that. So I think those are going to be two awesome fights. And you also got Angelo, Leo, and Aleem on Salida Promotions card also tomorrow night. So tomorrow is filled with a lot of boxing. And then, of course, on Sunday is Zuffa, as they got some boxing on there. But if you're just coming in, man, make sure you smash the like button. Show some love to the stream. Early morning show. Kind of a last-minute thing for me. I was supposed to do the show last night. Got home real late, man. Had an issue at work. So, here we are, man. Here we are. Salute to everybody in the building. I really appreciate y'all. But, like I said, if y'all come in, make sure you smash that like button like Ann Wolf, man.
Did not really fight her. Oh, one punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is, man. You see that Ann Wolf, bro. I tell you. Oh, man. But yeah, bro. We got a lot of boxing to talk about, to break down. There's one slide here I didn't put up, but I saw it last minute, and I think a lot of us have seen it, floating around for a while now. I don't know what you guys think about that possible $100 million deal for Devin Haney to Zuffa. And I think the more other interesting one I heard was like Conor Benn on a 5-fight, $130 million deal. That was also floated around as well. And obviously, none of these things have been confirmed by big sources, or Zuffa Boxing on their own haven't come out and said that they've signed these guys to long-term deals, or at least Devin Haney hasn't been talked about signing with Zuffa for a long-term deal. So we'll have to see how this game all plays out, man. Because truth be told, could be a lot of smoke, could be just a lot of bark, no real talk. But we'll find out, man. We'll find out. And I think for Devin Haney and Bill, they just trying to get themselves situated in the right spot, man. And if Zuffa Boxing is offering you a lucrative deal like that, $100 million, I don't know how many fights, but you'd be crazy not to take it, man. You'd be insane. And that's just for anybody. So I think at this point, we can all look at Zuffa Boxing as look, they're trying to cover ground. They're trying to do what they do for their own company, and I totally get that, man. You wanna make a splash. That's how you do it. You go sign some of these big names, get them involved with your company, and then I guess you can figure out after that how you wanna treat these guys. If you want to keep them for the long term, let them go. I don't know, man. I just feel like literally Zuffa Boxing, they kind of in a weird spot because, they wanted to come in with the league talk, and now it looks like they're kind of doing some traditional boxing things. So we'll see, man. We'll see, bro. What's going on, man? My man Mervin in the building. What's going on, Mervin? Never seen you on the stream before, bro, but I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy what you hear. And he said, hey, sir, your prediction between, oh, shoot, I dropped down. Aleem, Majid, and Gavin Guan. Oh, man, I don't even know which fights those are, bro. Sorry, bro. Which card is that on? I'll be watching, though, because I'm going to be watching the whole Dubois and the Wardley card. Actually, I'll be here. I'm doing the live fight chat for that because somebody getting stopped, bro. Somebody getting stopped, man. So we gonna watch somebody get knocked out, put to sleep between Dubois and Wardley, man, for sure. That shit ain't going the whole fight. You got a safe bet. I put that down. To go the distance, no. These guys are firefighters, man. Somebody getting stopped, man. Somebody gonna get struck out. Somebody getting stretched. That's just what it is. But yeah, man, sorry, I don't know those fighters, bro. You have to put me on game, man. But are they on the Dubois and Wardley card, maybe? I think David Morrell's on that card, too. I wonder how that came about. It seems like David Morrell can't get on PBC cards ever since David beat him up, man. Can't get on no PBC cards no more. David Morrell got beat up by David Benavidez on the PBC card. They said, nah, you can't come back, bro. It's like, I think his last fight, he was on the ring card. And then, his last one would have been on a matchroom card against Callum Smith. But here he is on Queensberry, so shout out to him. My guy Mervin said on the Fabio undercard, okay, bro, I'll keep a lookout for those guys, man. I've never seen them fight before. Before. But I remember those names, Aleem. For sure, I remember Aleem, man. Got a brethren named Aleem. So that's easy to remember. And then Gavin Guan. Yeah, but salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you smash the like button. We here on YouTube live. We also live on X. So if you got X spaces and you want to tap into the show and call in, give your opinion, and let me know your picks, go on X spaces. I got the links in the chat. We got the Discord popping too. We got the Discord rocking. Yeah, man, we out here. We talking boxing. Let me get right into it now, man. I guess I'll start with the Angelo Leo card, man. Salida Promotions. They got a big card. Shout out to Salida, man. They doing their thing, man. Salida Promotions. They definitely trying to step up here and honestly bring in Aleem. Bringing Leo, Angelo Leo, the title holder, over to Salida. Man, that's a good look for Aleem, man. He's a Salida fighter, and I think Aleem is a good, slick fighter, bro. I think he kind of like one of these guys we sleeping on. But as I was on the Boxing Voice the other day, Nonito Donaire said that these guys have shared the ring a lot. He said that they've sparred a lot, so they know each other. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know how much stock we put into that stuff. We just watched a fight with David Benavidez and Zerto, and that was the big talking point. Was like, oh man, like they got a lot of experience with each other. But a lot of people were saying that David was getting the better of Zerto. So we saw how that fight turned out, but there's other times where it doesn't turn out like that, man. And I don't know if that's going to be one of these fights. I like Aleem, but I'm going to pick Leo in the fight to win. I just think Angelo Leo, since coming back to the pro box, getting those tough fights and now signing with Top Rank, he's kind of like got another second win in his career, man. He's doing some things. Shout out to Boxing Fan in the building. What's going on, my brother? My guy, man. Z Pacino. What up, champ? Yeah, man. My guy Mervin said, are you live in the day of the fight, sir? Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm going to do the live fight chat. Actually, if you sub to the channel, check me out. Actually, when we're done here, I'm going to make that live so that people can get notified or hit the link to notify themselves. But yeah, bro, I'm going to go live for the Fabio Wardley and Dubois. I'm going to score it, bro. That's how I usually do it. I have the scoreboards up here. And then I score it with y'all. Y'all can score it with me. And yeah, man, we watched the fight live. Last one I did was the Inoue Nakatani. I had to work for the David Benavidez, man. So I was like, damn. My man Mervin said, I like Leo too. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think Leo's the more polished. I think Leo's fought the better opposition, And I think like Aleem, yes, slick fighter. Yes, he's going to bring some things to the table. Coming off a big win that he just had in Japan, his last fight. But, man, I'm just looking at Leo like I think Leo this is just his time right now, at the featherweight division. I think the only people that could probably beat Leo are the champions and, Shushu Carrington maybe Espinoza. I don't know if Brandon Figueroa can beat him either. But we'll see, man. We'll see what Leo could do this weekend. It's going to be a tough matchup, like I said. Nonito Donaire. He explained that these guys have lots of experience with each other in the ring and sparring, so that could play a role for Aleem. Being familiar with the guy, he might have a little bit more confidence to do some of the things that he, go for it, or maybe some tendencies that he knows from Leo and just hasn't exposed. So I mean, it could go both ways, man, for the guys. But it's gonna be a great fight on Salida Promotions card. That's on the Zone at the Zone nighttime over here on the. If you in the western part of the world, over here in Canada, the U.S., we'll be watching that on Salida Promotions on the Zone. Also we got my man RT Overton. He's on that card too, man. RT Overton. That's a guy who I just been recently watching. Honestly, if we keep it a buck, as the kids like to say. Yeah, man, I just started watching Atif Overton. And I think it was the last fight I had watched when he what was it? Clarissa Shields and Franchon Cruz undercard. When old dude dropped in the corner, man, that was insane, yo. But I like that we got Atif, man. Cause like he seemed like he really out there. He a stylish dude. He gonna talk a lot. I think yeah, man. I think we can definitely see Atif do some things in the division. Now, the fight that I want to see Atif in is kind of like one of those fights that's like, we could probably save that one for later. Him and Najee Lopez, man, I think that'd be a good fight. But I think like there's so many other guys right now that I'm not gonna say Atif got a fight, but there's other guys right now that Atif can get working with that I'm just like, man, you know what? I don't really need that Najee Lopez fight right now. Maybe he can get a regional belt, one of those small titles so he can boost up his ranking, or even just another title, bro. But I think Atif Overton is a good talent. I like what he brings. I like what he has. I like his style, man. I like what he brings, man. He's a good fighter too. He can box. I just think we'll see, man. We'll see how he gets through this weekend, because I think he's facing Hector Bermudez's old guy, Gongora, yeah. And Gongora, he gave Christian and Billy a hell of a fight. Yeah, I know it was at 168, but Christian and Billy went life and death with Gongora, man. I think there was a few times in that fight where I thought Billy was gonna get stopped, man. Like it looked like he was like out on his feet. But he ended up squeezing out the win, and shout out to Gongora, man. He came in there. He wasn't supposed to win. It was in Montreal. He came in there. He wasn't supposed to win, and he put up a hell of a fight. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see if him moving up to 75 will help him. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think Gongora, I don't think he's gonna look the same like he did in the Billy fight. That's for sure. My man, I Am Saint, what's going on? Salute, champ. What up, bro? He said, hit that like button. It's free. Yes, sir. Y'all in the back, man. Y'all didn't know that, bro? Y'all didn't know that? Hit that like button, bro.
Top five.
Yeah. My man Mervin said, I got Fabio Wardley. Yeah, we gonna get into that. Z Pacino said, I rewatched the Sam Goodman fight. I got Leo. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was a good fight. So you have Discord so I can message you my future picks? Yeah, I got Discord, bro. Let me drop the server link. I got the actual link there if you wanted to come into Discord and talk up on the show with me. But yeah, this is the Discord link for the server. If anybody wants to join the server, yeah, man, that's the link. My man Z Pacino said, watch out for Guerrero G Baby Rice on that card too. 3-0 prospect. Okay. 135. Okay. Yeah, 135 could use some life, man. 135 used to be one of them, I'm not going to say glamour divisions, but it was a good division, when Tio was there and Dev was there and Shakur was coming up. It was a good division, man. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. But 135 kind of like, yeah, it kind of fell off the hill a bit. It's not what it used to be now. But yeah, that's the Discord link. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in, and show some love to the stream. Sub to the channel. We trying to get to 5,000 subs. And yeah, man, shout out to everybody who's been rocking out with me, man. Y'all real ones, bro. Y'all some real ones, man.
For no playing, send me a contra. I know baby. Send me a contra. I will kill you. Send me a contra. No play with me. Send me a contra.
Yeah, man. Everybody wants Shakur to send them contracts these days, man. Right. But hey, we'll see. We'll see if he can make it do what it do. But man. Let's get into Wardley, man. Let's get into the Wardley and Dubois, the Queensberry card happening during the day on DAZN. That's gonna be a banger, man. Shout out to Fabio Wardley, bro. If he can extend a win streak against Dubois here, we're talking about something a little crazy, man. A little crazy run. A run for a guy who has never really had an amateur background. Yo, it'll be impressive, man, for him to beat, Frazier Clark, who's a former Olympian, supposed to be the next big heavyweight out of London, England. Sparks him out, breaks his jaw, beats Justice Hooney, which he was down big on, another former Olympian in Justice Hooney. Big down and stops him late in the fight, I think 11th round. And then he's also behind against Joseph Parker, who's a former world champion, coming off some good wins against Zhilei Zhang, Deontay Wilder. He's also hot. Bacoli as well, if you want to count that. And Fabio comes from behind and stops him. That's 3 great wins, man. If he can beat Daniel Dubois this weekend, bro, Fabio Wardley might be on the best heavyweight run streaks so far, man. Outside of Alexander Usyk, obviously, who's cleaned up the division, cleaned up house. You look at the next guys, Fabio Wardley would be that guy, man. And Fabio, he got that thing about him. He got the equalizer. But I think, he does lack skill like some of his counterparts, but he don't lack heart, bro. That's one thing about Fabio Wardley that I look at, and I'm like, bro, that's always going to be an issue for anybody who's fighting him. This dude don't think he out of fight. And I don't think it's because he's falling in love with his power. I don't think that quite yet. I think Fabio just understands he can outdog a lot of these guys. And he looks at that. Like, man, I'm not done until I'm done, bro. Shout out to my guy, F45 Bolton South, man. My man, LaShawn, what's going on, champ? Salute to the gym. F45 in Bolton. If you're out there, go check it out. But yeah, man, I just think that Fabio Wardley, he got that type of dog, man, you don't even want to deal with. You don't even want to really get in that kitchen with. And he'll stop the fight at any moment. That's the thing about Fabio, man. He got the equalizer. He got the 100% KO ratio. I think there's only one fight he went the whole fight with. That was the first Frazier Clark fight where they had a draw. And he made the adjustment in the rematch. Stop, dude. So for Fabio Wardley, I think this is also an opportunity for him to really prove to everybody, including myself, even though I have him winning, I still think he needs a proven win because of the way he's been winning, right? But hey, if he comes from behind and beats Daniel Dubois, bro, we shouldn't question nothing about Fabio Wardley after that. Like, we just got to give the guy his flowers and just say, look, this guy's a top heavyweight. You can probably put him in the top 3 then, just with the body of work that he's done. But Daniel Dubois, we know him too. Daniel Dubois ain't no freaking slouch. Daniel Dubois has been stretching out dudes too. He stretched out AJ. That shit was crazy. And he was hurt, man. So I think for sure, my man Daniel Dubois, he obviously got the dynamite in his hand. So he also got a chance because Fabio Wardley does get hit. It's not like Fabio be swimming nice and clean all the time, man. Like he be slipping punches. Nah, he gets hit, man. And if that man Dubois start landing too much, yo, it could be lights out for my mans and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is the heavyweight division. Heavyweight division's full of guys who can just put lights out at any given second. That's why we love the heavyweight division, man. That's why it's one of the more glamour divisions for that reason. And I think, man, Fabio Wardley, to me, I need Fabio to win because I think he's more, like, he got a little bit more, like, he just got the dog, man. That's what I like about Fabio. It's like he got the no quit mentality. He got the I can never be out of a fight mentality. And I think you need those type of guys, man. Not everybody can be skilled guys like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Not everybody can be rugged like Isak Cruz. You know, you need guys who are just straight, yo, man, grind guys. He's just a pick up his lunch pail, go to work for 8 hours. You're going to get work, bro. That's all you're going to get from Fabio. And I freaking love it, man. I love the attitude. I love the approach. You know, this is a dude who was a white collar boxer, man. Went pro, pretty much learned in the pros. Now he's at the highest level. He's a world champion. And, you know, he's fighting the top of the top. You know, he beat Joseph Parker. My man, I just saw David Adelaide also. Somebody said Pop Smoke. Yeah, Z Pacino. Yeah, he said, yeah, he stopped Adelaide too. Pop Smoke, yeah. UK Pop Smoke. And I think you know, Fabio Wardley, this is his coming out party, man. I don't know if the Usyk fight happens next. I know a lot of people want that fight, but I'm just looking at it like, for what, man? You know, and if you guys say this other guy's ready, you know, Moses Thomas should be the mandatory. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, bro. Salute to everybody just stepping in, man. Just saw a few other people step in. Let me just answer my man Mervin's question, sir. How about Graffiti and Echo Usman? Yeah, man. I don't know. I didn't like the way Echo looked his last fight. And I think he's moving up in weight for this fight, too. And didn't he get stopped by Jack Catterall? Yeah, that was a weird stoppage, too. Because like Jack Catterall, I thought he hit him when he was down. But, hey, anyways. I got Graffiti, man, for that one. Usman, he going up in weight. I don't like it, bro. Shout out to my guy, my brother, my brethren, the hangout spot. Johnny, what's going on, bro? He says salute. Make sure you guys go check out my guy, the hangout spot, Johnny. He going live almost every night, man. He got the late show. If you want to, over here on the East Coast, his shows usually start around 9 p.m. Eastern. And he has a call-in show as well, so you can call in there. Give your breakdowns, give your takes. Shout out to the hangout spot, man. He said Fabio ready to cook. Yeah, bro, we going for Fabio this weekend, man. We definitely going for Fabio. Fabio means business. Yes, sir. Shout out to my brethren, Chile de Garcia in the building. What up, champ? He said Bruno Diaz 6. We in the building, dog. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all smash that like button, though. Show some love to the stream. We are breaking down a few fights here. Yeah, man, right now we're talking about Fabio Wardley, Daniel Dubois. I can't count out Dubois, but Dubois, he's so weird, man. Y'all see him walk out the interview the other day? I said, this dude, he's like, he's so socially awkward. It's so weird, man. It's like, why you need to act like that, man? Like, man, yo, he funny though, cause like he said, what'd he say? Ariel said to him, I feel like you don't like me. I'm like looking at the interview like, Ariel, how the hell do you like how you feel that type of energy through a screen, bro? Like, that's how you know Daniel Dubois just awkward, bro. When he giving you awkward vibes through the screen, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was funny though, man. Shout out to Ariel Hawani. He dealt with it good. The other interview was on The Zone, I think, where he walked out. And then Sam Jones, who's Dubois' manager, was like, you ask stupid questions, you get stupid response. Like, yo, shut up, man. Nobody asked Daniel Dubois no dumb question. He just don't look like he know how to answer anything, man. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, I couldn't have no conversation with Daniel Dubois. He'd knock me out because I'd be like, bro, you sound goofy. Like, he'd have to knock me out. He probably would knock me out because I tell him he's goofy. But, like, man, he just so awkward, man. I remember when I think it was Usyk, the first fight after he beat Fury. You know, Daniel Dubois was the IBF, he was the mandatory. As you guys know, the IBF ended up stripping Usyk because he went ahead with the rematch. But bro, if y'all go watch that post fight, my man Daniel Dubois jumped in the ring like he gonna do something. Got that big old smile on his face. You know, talking about he ready to fight Usyk again because, you know, the first fight had the controversy with the low blow. And he ready, he jumping in there. And then, you know, it's like kind of like his turn to speak. Yo, he didn't want to speak. So Frank Warren had to get him like that tap on the back. Like, yo, go ahead and speak, bro. And then he still wasn't speaking. So like Frank Warren, yo, bro, this shit was so awkward, man. And then you just look at Usyk's face. He confused. He's like, why you in the ring, bro? He's like, you know me and Fury got to run it back. Turkey Al-Sheik want to see this shit. Like, that was, bro, that was the worst promotion job I ever seen. I was like, yo, Frank Warren, he just got to understand, like, this dude Dubois can't talk, bro. He just a puncher, man. Just let that man be a puncher. Shout out to Rico from Naptown in the building. What up, Rico? Salute to you, family. My man Mervin says, sir, you think Graffiti KO? Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Jack Catterall, he gotten obviously a lot better since joining up with Bozy. Shout out to my guy Russ Amber, who I had on the show last week. He's gonna be out in Giza helping Jack Catterall and Usyk as the cut man in their corners. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't think he can do it. I don't know. I honestly don't. Who else we got in here? We got my man Trini BX in the building. What up, big dog? What up, Trini? What up, family? My third shift workers, bro. He probably just getting home from work, man. Gotta go hit the shower and go to bed, bro. I appreciate you for tapping in, though, man. My man Z Pacino said Jack padded record, haven't beaten anyone. Give me Eco. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know, man. Jack Catterall, that was kind of like, that was a decent, you know, decent win, bro. Yeah, Johnny, yeah, man. Shout out to Z Pacino becoming a member, bro. Salute to you, Z, man. I appreciate you, brother. Becoming a member of the channel. And, you know, rocking out. I'm going to have those slips up later if you in the betting. I just do it for fun. And I'm not no serious better. I ain't dropping like hundreds and stuff like that. Nah, I just do it for fun, man. But shout out to you, Z Pacino, dropping them chips with a dip, bro.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah. And yo, we got a super chat goal of $20, man. So we just need like 10 $2 super chats to meet that goal for the stream. Yeah, man, the support is always needed for the channel to grow. And for me to get out to these fights, enjoy these events, and bring the content to you guys, man. I appreciate everybody supporting, though. Y'all the best community, man. We rock out, man. Boxing's just it, man. I love everything about boxing, man. Grew up in boxing to a distinct. Some people would say I was born for boxing, you know. But salute, man. Salute to everybody, bro. I appreciate y'all. I really do. What else we got? My man Dario, what's going on, bro? Dario in the building. He said he got Dubois getting it done. Hey, man, I ain't mad at that. Want to know why? Because, like, Dubois got, obviously, the better wins. Dubois more experience. Dubois was the champ before Fabio Wardley. Like, Dubois been in the wars, right? He been in there with Usyk. He been in there with those guys, man, twice. So, you know, he been in there and beat Gerald Miller, like Herkovich. Dubois is honestly, if my man Fabio could beat him, that's the point where we're like, yeah, Fabio is the real deal. Like, Dubois is the stamp fighter. But hey, man, like my man Dario said, we can't be counting Dubois out here, man. He kind of always do this. Like he have a bad loss, or not even a bad loss. He lose, and then he get a good bounce back, like go on a little run. He did that with man, that big dude, Joe Joyce first, who broke his orbital bone. And then he bounced back. And then he also did that with Usyk, man. And then he bounced back. But he couldn't bounce back the second time against Usyk. That was crazy, man. My man Z Pacino said, awkward ass interview. Yeah, bro. I don't know what's up with Daniel Dubois, man. I feel like he's always going to be an awkward interview, man. I just saw another interview with him. They were asking him about the party he had before the Usyk fight. This dummy gonna say, well, that's what we do. We gonna have a bigger party this time. I said, this guy, yeah, this guy Dubois is not a real person, bro. He's not real. Like, what do you mean we gonna have a bigger party this time, man? Like, he funny. He was trolling though. I could tell he was trolling, but shout out to him, man. Trini BX, he said a lot of them fighters are socially awkward. In my house, 101 course in them camps, man, will help with that. But you don't hear him though. Yeah, man. You know what? They don't get that in boxing, bro. There's really like no entity that's like media training in boxing. You feel like I got friends who have made it to the NBA. Shout out to them. And like they get media training, bro. They have like a whole course to where they got to go to a spot for like I want to say a week or so, and they do media training because like after every game they got to speak. So, and even some of those guys is not the greatest speakers, but at least they get somebody to try to help them. The boxers, they ain't got that, man. They just got their coaches, whoever's in the gym, and then when they do make it, now they're gonna have some people coming around trying to do some media training, shit like that. But yeah, man, they don't get media training, which is, I feel like, a void, man. Maybe I'm surprised there's like no agency involved in that with boxing. But I don't know how you'd be involved with that because boxing don't got no governing body, ain't got no it got no PAs. You know what I'm saying? It'd be hard, bro. You'd have to go to certain guys. Basically, you have to do individually wise, and they'd have to be willing to give you the time, which is a whole different entity in boxing. A lot of boxers, they just run on their own schedule, man. They really not trying to run on somebody else's schedule. So it's tough, bro. Shout out to Flexing and Stepping in the building. Yo, Flexing and Stepping got the funniest profile pic, bro. He got that's what the vest. Bro, that shit be cracking me up every time I see that, bro. The hell was Ness doing with the freaking vest on, bro? He was going to work, was he? Iceman, a week away. Yeah, bro. Iceman. Let's go. Yeah, man. Iceman on the way. Shout out to Drake, bro. He said he's gonna give us one more episode. That should be dope, bro. But yeah, man, it's probably like one of the most anticipated rollouts we had in a minute. But salute to everybody in the building for tuning in, man. We got some more likes. Smash the like button. My man Trini BX, he said the young fighters can get that by popping up on podcasts like your own, so that when they in the front of the big media, they know how to move. Yo, you right, bro. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we in a whole different space of boxing right now. And I do think like YouTube is like the space for boxing. That's why I always say, man, always big up the YouTubers that are doing content. Everybody, man. I try to show love to everybody. I know how it is, bro. It ain't easy. But at the same time, man, we all gotta grow the sport, man. I don't really mess with the guys who trying to like shit on people. That's weird. Pep Vest Ness is crazy, bro. Yeah, he said a move. Yeah, bro. You say you dropping something else. Shout out to Drake, man. But yeah, the link's in the chat if you guys want to call in. Let me go to the Discord quick to make sure nobody's over there trying to call in. But shout out to, we got the Discord link to the chat. Let me drop the links again for the chat, bro. If you want to jump in here and talk some boxing. Also, I got to cover the Mosley and Bohachuk card. That's on Sunday, yo. So we got boxing all weekend, man. We got boxing literally. Not Friday, though. Shout out to Pro Box. Where they at? They usually sloop in, do the Friday. Yo, it would have been nice to have Pro Box on Friday. And then, Saturday, Sunday. It would have been good to have all 3 days, right? But that's just me speaking from a spoiled fan's perspective, man. We've been spoiled with boxing. As much as people like to complain about boxing and how it is and this and that, the third. Nah, we've been spoiled, man. We've been getting good matchups. We've been getting good fights lately. Yeah, they not like the fights we asking for in the sense of like we're not clamoring for these fights, but they're good fights. You know, like the Zerto and Benavidez, like nobody really asked for that, but to see Benavidez go up to cruiserweight, make that jump up and do that was impressive, man. And nothing you could take away from that. And then we got one that we were asking for in Nakatani and Inoue. We've been asking for that one. So we got that one. You know, what's another big fight? We got Shakur and Tio. That was always something we wanted, I guess. That's not something that I'm going to say I was like crazy about, but it's a good fight because of the guys, who they are. Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez. You know, they're both top fighters at 135, and then, you know, Tio moved up, so Shakur moved up. It shows Shakur can move up and win a belt against the ring champion, Delenio. So that's impressive too, man. You know, Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios, we know what that was. You know, it's just to get that boy a belt. But we still got some fights coming up, you know, to look forward to. This one, Fabio Wardley and Dubois, that's going to be a banger. You know, we got Jaron Ennis and Xander. I think that's probably the most anticipated fight so far of the year. We know Christian and Billy and Canelo going to fight. You know, I know people like looking at it like, man, Canelo going to beat him, Billy. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be a tough fight for Canelo. You know, and Billy got that engine. I don't know if Canelo want to deal with all that with the way he be fighting these days, looking slow in the mud. But yeah, man, we're going to see, bro. We're going to see how it is, how it goes. Shout out to my brother Alberto in the building. What up, Alberto, man? Up with me early, man. I appreciate you, man. You on the West Coast, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, man, let's get into the Shane Mosley Bohachuk. Shane Mosley Jr., who's like, his career been up and down, man. You know, he's kind of like always been in the shadow, obviously, of his dad. He was on the Contender Series. He was also on the last PBC card against Ron. Well, it wasn't the last one he was on. He was on the one against, was it Isaac Cruz and Lamont Roach? Yeah, against Ramos, where he lost a decision against Jesus Ramos, not Abel Ramos. Jesus Ramos. Well, that was Ramos' first fight at 160, man. So you got Bohachuk here too. He kind of been up and down himself as well. Performances haven't been great. You know, I thought he lost to Michael Fox on a card that wasn't on TV. He lost recently to Brandon Adams on the Canelo Crawford card, but he did get a bounce back fight on the Zuffa where he won against my man. He was a 47-pounder, so I don't even know how he made the jump up to 60, man. Butayev? Yeah, Butayev, man, because he was a 47-pounder fighting against Stanionis, and he made the jump up to 60. To fight Bohachuk. But hey, man, I thought Bohachuk looked good in that fight. I thought he did his thing. Mosley Jr., the problem there is going to be, can Mosley Jr. keep Bohachuk off him? Like, that's the issue, man. Mosley Jr., he only got, 12 KOs, bro, I think. What I had up there. He only got 12 knockouts, man. So there's no, like, you know, the power's not really there. And this is why his career has been the way it's been, because it's not like he's an elite boxer. He's like an in-between. He's a good boxer. He's not elite, and he doesn't have an elite power. So it's tough for guys like that. So it's like you got to be like almost like Fabio, man. You got to be an absolute dog. You got to be a workhorse. You got to win rounds like that by working. I don't know, man. I don't know if Shane Mosley Jr. can outwork Serhii Bohachuk, man. Serhii Bohachuk, he got that motor, bro. He's not your typical Ukrainian fighter at all. My man fights like a straight Mexican. You know, he's straight forward to you, and he's like a buzzsaw too, man. He's like in Billy. I think his engine a little bit less than in Billy, like less fierce, but he had that straight at you, I'm coming to get you. And I just don't know how Shane Mosley gonna deal with all that. For whatever, 10 rounds. How long they going? 10 rounds, I think. I don't know how Shane gonna deal with that. I think it's a bad style matchup for Shane Mosley because Serhii Bohachuk does have power. We seen him drop Virgil multiple times in the Virgil fight. And yeah, man, Shane takes hits. You know, in the Ramos fight, he was getting lit up a bit. He was getting touched a lot. It was in the later rounds he started to have some success. But, you know, Ramos doesn't have the power that Serhii Bohachuk has showed. You know, Serhii Bohachuk has stopped 24 opponents, man. So I think Shane's in trouble, bro. I think he's in trouble. I just don't think he got enough respect on his punches to keep Bohachuk honest. And I think that's what it comes down to. Like, it's gonna be a pressure fight. Now, if Shane can rotate and win these rounds and really make Bohachuk come and get him because he gets up ahead early in the fight, that's a whole different story. Shane can catch him with something coming in. But I don't know, man. I think those early rounds, Bohachuk he's gonna really put his foot on the gas. He's gonna really try to get Shane pretty much out of his rhythm. Because that's the thing. Like, Shane don't got crazy power. Shane's not a great puncher. He's not the greatest boxer. Like, he's a good boxer, but he's not like a master boxer. So it's like, yeah, man, you gotta go ahead and try to put the pressure on him. Pressure burst pipes, man. Shout out to my guy Alberto. He said, I think Shane got the higher IQ though. He can outbox him. Yeah, man, he can outbox him for sure. But Serhii Bohachuk, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. He hasn't been looking like Serhii hasn't looked as dangerous since the Virgil fight. I would say that. Since the Virgil fight, he may have left something in the ring that night against Virgil. Because, yeah, he hasn't looked like the big buzz saw that. Like, even when he fought against Mendoza, you know, he stopped Mendoza, I'm pretty sure. And in that fight, Serhii Bohachuk, he had a lot of punches on his, like, a lot of thud on his punches, man. And since that Virgil fight, he just ain't looked the same, man. I thought he lost to Michael Fox. And then I thought, you know, obviously Brandon Adams just picked him to parts, bro, in the rematch. Made it easier than the first fight. Didn't stop him, but just picked the hell out of him, man. Sometimes that's worse, but I like what I saw from him. Honestly, Brandon Adams. You know, I'll be excited when he gets back healthy, man. Come back in the ring. But Serhii Bohachuk, Shane Mosley Jr., that is the Sunday fight, the main event on the Zuffa card. Zuffa, shout out to them. I'm not sure who else is on the Zuffa card, man. To be honest, let me go take a look right quick. The schedule. Let's see if I can find it. You got Hammer Hands Rodriguez. Yeah, Julian Rodriguez is back against James Pereira, who is also from Massachusetts. I think they say he's like a 6 foot tall, 147 pounder. Yeah, man. So Julian Rodriguez, both guys undefeated. Oh, Julian's had a loss, but the James Pereira is undefeated. We'll have to see what he brings to the table. I've never seen James Pereira fight before. I don't know what type of fight this is gonna be, but hey. You got Michelle Rodriguez also and Andreas Katz. All right, Katz. I've seen Katz fight before. He beat Brandon Adams in the OTX 154 WBC tournament, which sadly nothing came from that, bro. Sadly, nothing came from that. Politics of boxing, you know, it's just totally trash. Oh, I forgot Jalalov is on the Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois undercard. Yo, man, this guy Jalalov, this shit makes no sense, man. This dude Jalalov, he beat Richard Torres twice in the Olympics. Stopped him twice, I think, in the Olympics. And then, literally, bro, gets into the pros. I think he got in the pros with Lou DiBella and then co-signed with Top Rank. And Torres came out at the same time. Richard Torres is fighting for IBF Eliminator at the end of this month in May in Egypt on the Giza card. Jalalov, we still don't know what the frig this guy's doing, man. He fighting in his country most of the times. We don't know what the hell Jalalov is doing. It's just like, it's like, bro, you a waste of space at this point, man. Because, like, you supposed to be on the trajectory. You supposed to be doing better than Richard Torres. You a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Instead, you behind, bro. My man Richard Torres, he's had better wins than Jalalov. He's been in there probably with better opposition than Jalalov. I just don't understand it, man. I think this guy Jalalov is afraid to really step up and challenge himself against the other big heavyweights, man. Because this was supposed to be Jared Anderson's fight, comeback fight. It's supposed to be Jared Anderson's comeback fight. Let me tell y'all about that. Not Jalalov's comeback fight. Jared Anderson. This is supposed to be his tune-up, his comeback fight. But instead, we got Jalalov because Jared Anderson did get injured. He sustained an injury in camp, so he's out. Hopefully, we can get him back soon, though. I want to see how Jared Anderson can round out, man, if he can really be the guy that we thought he could be, or if not. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see with Jared Anderson. He's still missing. He's still a lot of question marks, man, around him. Even if he's, like they said, he's in shape. Even if so, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I like Jared, but he ain't got the mentality. And that's the problem, bro. That is the issue. But yeah, those are what's going on. So you got on the Fabio card, you got David Morrell versus Zach Chile. You got Jack Rafidi versus Echo Uzman. You got Jalalov versus Memicki. You got Liam Cameron versus Rhea. And Kahil Majid versus Gavin Guan. I'm going to be watching that because my man Mervin in the chat, he said that's the one we need to watch. Well, he didn't say that's the one, but he did ask me about that fight. On the Leo and Aleem card, you got Atif Oberton, man, fighting against Carlos Gamgora. That's going to be a good fight. Price Taylor, Edgar Ramirez. So I guess that's the main card there. I guess Friday, we do have some fights on Friday. Not sure who promoter is, but Anthony Garcia versus Ekros Correa. Oh, no, that's May 15th. My bad, gang. That's the wrong one. Giving y'all wrong information. No, we don't have any fights on Friday. We have nothing tonight. But tomorrow, we got two big fights, man. I'll be live for the live fight chat for the Dubois and Wardley for sure, man. Definitely watching that. Also on the docket, we got coming up, you got Patty Donovan versus Karen Chukadazian. I think that's an IBF Eliminator bout. Sorry. I said belt. And then we got David Allen, Philip Hergovich, Saturday, May 16th on the Zone. Keyshawn Davis also on the Zone that night. Keyshawn Davis versus Nihir Albright. That's going to be a good fight. Shout out to Nihir Albright. He's just been getting himself in these big fights, man. Brian Norman Jr. back in the ring against my guy Josh Wagner from Canada. Kelvin Davis against Pete Dobson. That should be a good one. Yan Santana versus Christian Cruz. Okay. That's on the Zone May 16th. And then we got Amari Jones headlining the Bay Area, man. San Jose, California. On a Golden Boy card on Friday, May 22nd. And a lot more coming up than that, bro. You know, obviously we got the big Usyk card, Giza. It's kickboxer Rico Verhoeven. I'm not too ecstatic about the matchup, but I want to see how it looks. I want to see how the fights in front of the pyramids look. That type of thing, you know, the scenery. You know, I don't even know who's on the card outside of Jack Catterall, Richard Torres, Frank Sanchez, Usyk. Yeah, I don't know who else is on that card, man. That is a ring card, so it's usually stacked up. Since I got the schedule over here, let me keep going down to... Oh, Hamza Shiraz is on there, making his comeback. You know, Hamza Shiraz, he's not fighting. Aleem Bajikit. Okay. Jack Catterall in a tough fight, though. He fighting against Shakum Giasov. I didn't know that. Okay. And then Mizuki. Oh, okay, that's the girl. She got the Ring Magazine belt from Japan. I think she won Ring Female Boxer of the Year last year. Mizuki Hirata versus May Suleiman. That's in Gaza, Egypt, May 23rd. Shout out to Gaza, man. I might be live for that one too. That's a 1 p.m. fight, 1 p.m. show. Yeah, we'll see, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. Quick show, quick breakdown. News and notes, obviously, Devin Haney. Potential big signing with Zuffa. $100 million, man. I don't know how many fights that'd be, but I just look at it like, damn, like what Zuffa got over there for Dev for fights. You know, obviously Richard Hitchison, Hammerhands. Unless they plan on signing a bunch of 47-pounders. No, I don't know, man. I don't know what they got over there for Dev, man. And then what? Is Dev going to jump up to 60 if he can't fight a 47-pounder? That's kind of crazy, too. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens, honestly, with Zuffa. Obviously, they've been speaking to Devin Haney. I don't know, man. I guess it is. To me, it's like, yeah, you can definitely go ahead and get to Zuffa if that's what it is, bro. If there's the money's over there, the checks is over there, the fights is over there, then yeah, man, why not sign? You know, you gotta get paid. But I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in. I'm heading out. Get to my Friday. Y'all get to y'all Friday too, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be cool this weekend. We're gonna be back live tomorrow for the fight chat. I'm gonna score the fights. I'll probably go early, man. Maybe I'll go early, do the main card. And we'll talk boxing, yo. Peace.